It's the National Football League presented by EA. It is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Saints' 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. from the gun. It's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
65. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo. And going deep for Hill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Dalvin Cook,
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
From midfield, here's Locke. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Handoff comes to Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They're on the stop.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Lock working out of the gun. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals.
Sam Sloman for the extra.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Out of bounds.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's caught by Howard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
To Jonnu Smith. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
He was tackled
after the pickup of 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Sam Sloman on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Find Hill here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. On first down, Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
That is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game of 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Check the backer. Check the backer. White.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He leaves this one for Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Cook. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17 yards.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He gets it to Cooks. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Garoppolo again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
36 tonight.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Howard.
Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how